Okay.
Peace, peace, peace. Hello, everyone. Hey. You did. Hello, everyone. Mm. Where I can't find us on live on the YouTube. I'm trying to find the YouTube. Hey, wonderful. Oh, yeah, she take care of you. Yep. All right. So, hello, everybody. Dale, Kai, are y'all there?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. So what's been up? Let's talk. Let's have a conversation.
I like the lady. Oh, so put the link in. Cool. I'll say, let the ladies go.
So what you guys been up to as far as business and things of that nature?
Okay.
I've been taking a more individualized approach.
Really?
Yeah. And also looking at it from the macro micro lens. Am I in integrity with what it is that I'm advising, guiding, saying, all of those things? So essentially just taking a holistic approach to everything, looking to make sure that all of the pieces are in order. And that's working. That's working.
It's working. And it's funny because when I find a good stride and things are working, not being able to attach myself to it being working, because I'm realizing I'm in this space of relativity and not absolute. So now I'm able to not, and I'm not gonna say I'm not able to, but it's becoming easier for me to detach myself from the actual outcome of what I think I should, be expecting. So to hear you say, it being this way and this working now, I'm going back and hearing myself saying, okay, this is where I'm at right now, and it feels so damn good and it's working. And then all of a sudden, when it don't work, and then it's like, okay, now I have to regroup and find another absolute for a period of time.
How did I know that you were going to say that? There's
I don't know.
Because
maybe we know each other.
We get to go in this cycle of conversation, right? But that's the cycle of the conversation. There is an absolute that is all pervading through any time, circumstance, and moment with an S at the end. And that is that it's all working.
It's all working.
Whether we perceive it to be working in the moment or not, it's all working.
And that's the absolute.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
It's just almost like, just depending on, I don't know. There's sometimes I wish I knew when the shift starts to happen. You know what I mean? Like, I'm shifting. Like I wish I could get a notification, like how I get notifications from you, like, hey. I would, and maybe I'm not being open enough. Maybe there is notifications that I'm not being aware of that's happening, that's saying, hey, we're shifting to a different paradigm. So is things going to have, your thought process may have to change a little bit, instead of it just hitting me upside the head and saying, oh, I have to do things different now. I wish there was like a notification for it. Do we got an app for that?
Yeah,
we do.
Really? I know y'all. Are y'all really for real?
Yeah, for sure. Because just think about it. The universe is always an expanding universe right now. Obviously, it's going to get to a point where the universe is no longer going to expand. It's going to bring everything right back. But in every moment, it's always expanding. So even ourselves and even just life as well, things that worked before in the expanding universe is going to stop working before. So let's say I was just talking to this with somebody before, the whole paradigm before of hard work, bust your ass, grind. And that paradigm, it was useful for what was needed in that moment of being able to do that. But now with this paradigm shift, that hard work all the time isn't suitable for anybody. to be doing anymore. But then also on the opposite side of things is just waiting. I'm gonna wait and so allow the universe to bring me stuff, and I'm just gonna sit here and twiddle my thumb. It was a time in which that worked as well. And there's some moments where that does work. That's something that's useful. But now in this paradigm, it's like using all the tools and what you need in the moment. That's like the infinite, like tapping into what do I need to do in this moment? Who do I need to be in this moment? And allowing guidance, the universe to flow through you to be however you need to be in the moment. It may be, yeah, it may be that hard worker. It may be the chill and flow person. It may be this is conversation we're having right now. So to answer your question, that notification is like, you are the notification. Are you willing to tap into that essence of that notification always happening, the expansion?
You know, and thank you for bringing that up, because I had to come to grips with, that's where I was just recently, that I was in this space. I don't want to do nothing. Like I'm shut. And I had to be okay with not wanting to do nothing. I didn't want to do my business no more. I didn't want to wake up in the morning. I didn't want to get in the bath I just wanted to do whatever it is that I wanted to do. You know what I mean? What in each moment. So in each moment, and I had to be okay with that. You know what I mean? Like, it took me a minute to be okay with that. And like, this is where I'm at. I don't care what judgments I'm putting onto myself, because I always was this bust. Let me bust ass and let me make sure I'm grinding, make sure that I'm posting pictures. I haven't posted anything on the gram for almost a month now. You know what I mean?
True.
Like, and I was like, I'm okay with it.
That is
I'm
true.
like,
I haven't seen
I'm really
you.
okay with it.
Yeah.
Well,
wow.
You know, I came back and somebody just told me I was nominated for something and I freaking won and I didn't even know it. Like this today, like I'm like, and I'm okay with that. I like these, you know, like, because I was okay with that space. And I think I talked to Kai about it via text. Like, I'm just not in the space to do nothing right now. I don't want to make no decisions. I don't want to decide. I don't want to do it. Like, and I was trying to force myself to be in that space of, come on, I got to continue grinding. This is business 101. You can't sleep. You got to grind. This is, you know what I mean? Ain't no sleep. You got to, I had that same attitude about that. And I was judging myself like, I was judging myself in regards to that. Well, it maybe lasted about a week until I was like, girl, bye. Stop judging yourself. I think it lasted for about a week. And I think that's a big, I think that is a big growth. That's growth for myself, because I would judge myself and still do it when I didn't want to do it. So being in that space, I swear, it shifts so fast. Like I didn't realize that this was the shift that is happening. But I'm gonna tell y'all, some things, sometimes you in this space and then you get into another space to help re-inspire that energy of where you kind of wanna, well, I'm not even gonna say, I'm gonna just say this. I was pushed, not even pushed. I don't want to say pushed. I gotta watch every goddamn word with y'all too.
It's your truth, girl.
I was, thank you, see you. I'm live. I would say, she's like, I want my hug anyway. Hold on, y'all. It's a raw series, so hey. Thank you. Good loving. She was like, I don't care if you laugh. I want my hug anyway. Love it. So, where was I? Okay, so with that notification thing that you were saying, Dale, I was sitting back chilling. I wasn't, on social media. I wasn't trying to sort of brand myself. I almost was disgusted in the fact that I had to, and then this opportunity came, and I was like, it was an opportunity that I couldn't refuse. It felt good, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go with it. And when I went with it, I got re-inspired again, to want to go back out and do some things that I once let go. So with that being said, I was, this weekend, I feel like this is the weekend now, but I had just came into town yesterday. I went to Colorado. Yesterday I was flown out to Colorado with my, as a brand ambassador for Gaiam, and the way that they took care of me, the just the photo shoots, the lights, the videographer, the people that I was meeting, the clothes, and just being in that space again. I was like, I love this. You know what I mean? Like I can do this. So now that I'm back and I got to sit with all of this excitement, and how they took care of me, and how I feel like I deserve to be taken care of. It's now re-inspired me to go back and reconsider that specific space that I was in. So I'm reconsidering and still honoring that space that I don't really feel like doing shit, but I'm re-inspired again. And sometimes when you're taken out of your environment, sometimes that helps. If that help is needed.
Right. We're looking at semantics here. Is it help, or is it exactly what you were calling in?
Correct. Correct.
Why Correct. Judge you for doing what you want to do? Why not give yourself the time to wait until what it is that you think that you're supposed to do is actually the same thing as what it is that you do want to do?
Yes, Kai. Yes. So that was exciting. That was really exciting. But other than that, I've just been chilling, honestly, chilling and being with myself and doing self-work, because being with myself is actually self-work to me, because I am a lot. I am a lot. So, but that's where I'm at though, y'all. And it's, I'm looking at my cafe. I'm looking at the space that I'm living in. I'm looking at the relationships that I've developed, and just sort of looking at the big picture and seeing, where am I going? What am I doing again and again? It's almost like I have to learn to relearn to exist almost every fucking week.
Well, welcome to being infinite. Welcome to being infinite. Yeah. Just think about that. Even the creator of all of this is learning more about itself in every moment.
Indeed.
Make sure it makes sense that we're doing the same thing, because we are the creator in our own unique expression. So now you're on that wavelength.
And just learning that there is no right and wrong, that whole absolute, it takes a very mature understanding of that. Like I had to grow into that. Like, no, that is wrong. They shouldn't, like I had to really grow into that.
It's also really very basic and simple, as Del often reminds us. If we look at mathematics, the absolute value of a number does not have a positive or a negative on it. That's the point of absolute value. So if we translate that into our lives, it's the same thing.
Absolutely. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm other than that, what else has been going on? So we talked about this and we got fired up at one time about relationships and being in relationship, not just with a significant other, with all kinds of relationship. But in this particular conversation, I want to talk about personal relationships that you have with a significant other. And I don't even want to stop there. I don't want to even just say just with a significant other, just with all relationships, just being able to not, for what I'm learning right now for myself, and what I'm learning is that I look at how I was raised with my relationship with my mom, and she was my first absolute love and soulmate. I base all of my relationships on that. I base all my relationships on the relationship that I have with my mom. And of course, y'all know that's inner child work. Yes. But it sometimes the reality hits you. Like, you can say it, but when the actual experience happens, it's a whole nother story. And when you can continue experiencing it, the reality hits like, wow. But that's part of me, that relationship that I had with her as a child isn't something that I'm willing to change. Isn't something that I feel like I should change, because the love was so pure, so genuine. Like, and I feel like that is my absolute. So I'm gonna love everybody the exact same way, you know. And I don't feel like I'm at this point, I don't want to change. Like, that's the inner child work, but that's just, it actually just showed me a reality about myself, that I am a very loving person because of my inner child work that I've done. You know what I mean? Not that I want to go in and do some inner child work to change it, or I've been traumatized, because I was raised by a beautiful mother and father. But my relationship with my mom, I see that I hold tight in that relationship of love from that. And now I base all of my relationships on that. And yeah. Yeah. And I'm not willing to change that love that I give to people, everybody. Like, it's not going to change. And I'm not going to leave myself as well, because I had some attachment issues. I don't, like, I say that I had some attachment issues, but I just feel like that's the way that I love. I want to give my all the time. Give you my all. So, but other than that, that's where I'm at with relationships and love.
Yeah. And for you saying it in that way, it seems like it's a superpower. You give your all. That's your love.
I do. And yeah. I give my all, Dale, and it's funny because I was always taught, you're not supposed to give your all. You're not supposed to, like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not going to confuse who I am with other people's realities. It's hard for me to, like, I'm not going to confuse who the fuck I am to somebody else's reality. I don't, like, no, I love, and love is all there is. So if you can't accept that love, I still love that you can't accept it. I still gonna love you. Like, like,
yeah. Yeah. And that's a social,
with it.
That's a social conditioning that we had, or that we all experience in the terms of that. Don't give yourself fully to that person. Let them, they have to prove themselves. They gotta prove that they're worthy of you, to be able to do that. And then, like, the people like yourself who just is that full-on expression of love, I just want to be all in, like, from the get-go type.
Be all in.
Yeah, you could feel guilty from the society. No, it's not how you do it. That's how
you're not supposed to do that. You're not. You get heartbroken. I mean, pain is part of. I mean, that's part of it. Like,
exactly.
I'm not afraid of fucking pain and hurt. Like, what the fuck? I'm not afraid of that, and I'm not afraid of love.
Yeah. See, I love your energy.
If you're afraid to be hurt, that's crazy.
Yeah, because holding yourself back for the fear of being hurt is also, you're holding yourself back to fully experience love.
Right.
And the contradiction is like, how come this person doesn't accept me for who I am? Because you're not showing who you are.
Show who you are. Exactly.
Yeah.
How can someone accept half of you? and you want
Yeah.
them to accept fully all of you, but you only
You're not
showing them
doing
and giving you only a little bit of you. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That does
Yeah.
not make no sense. That
It
does
do-
not make any sense.
It doesn't, right? Like, we don't have discussions like this to talk about this. Like, how can you expect somebody to fully accept you when, one, you don't fully accept yourself,
You
and you're
don't
holding
fully
this
accept
obligation
yourself.
for somebody else to fully accept you? But two, you're not even showing who you fully are. So how can
You-
somebody actually see who you fully are to even accept it? It's like,
To
one, you don't
fully
accept
accept
yourself
it.
fully. So then you're afraid to fully show yourself because you're going to feel like this other person's not going to accept you. But then you get mad because this person's not accepting you. Like, yeah, like pick a struggle.
One. Yes. Yeah. And you know, a lot of people say I'm not ready to get in no relationship because I'm not, you know, I don't want to get hurt.
Mm.
It don't make it didn't make any sense to me when I said it, and it don't make no sense when I hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And at the same time, I got to say that it makes complete sense,
It
right?
does.
If we look
it
at it the other
does.
way
It does.
around.
I feel you. I feel like I know where that's coming from. I
Yeah.
understand, and that's the
Yeah.
truth. That I can relate to it.
Yeah.
I definitely can, because I was there, you know. And that's why when I say I'm a lot, it's because I've experienced a lot. I've allowed myself to experience a lot. So
Yeah.
it's easy for me to come in and hold a conversation with a 2-year-old and a 200-year-old person.
Yeah.
You know, what? Like, but yeah, I for a long time I had judgment on the way I love, and I appreciate and I thank my mother to this day for giving me that type of love and appreciation, because that's what I can give to others now, you know, and without judgment, without saying that I'm giving too much or I need to hold back, not show them all of me. Like, that does, like, I was there, and it's no more, no more, no more.
Love
And
it.
I'm proud of that part of me, that maturity of my spirit. I'm proud of that. I really am. To be okay with my childhood, you know, I wouldn't even say trauma, you know, my inner child, you
Lesson.
know. Yeah, I bless
Yeah.
it now.
Yeah. Yeah. Just imagine, like, just taking it in, like, we signed up for this. What people say, like, we signed up for this. Our soul signed up for this thing. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
you can accept that your soul signed up for this. You can actually let go of all the victimhood and everything else from experiences like, this happened to me and this stuff and this, and now I'm a victim to my life and shit. It's like, yo, like, your soul signed up for it. Like, just,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
here to stand. But you're at
Yeah.
a great space right now of accepting who you are and your natural way of giving love. And your soul, in the form of your mother, helped to remind you of who you are with love. How do you express love in your fullest capacity? And now you're at the point of knowing that it's okay. It's you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is
Absolutely.
the raw truth.
Yeah. Yes. So, with that, it was something else I was just about to say. I had a point that just flew. Um, Sometimes knowing this absolute, knowing this conversation that we're having, that earlier, about the world of absolute, or the world of relativity, like, sometimes when, like, and I think we've had this conversation before, like, once you know, like, then it's almost like, what's there, the only thing that we're sort of doing now is just creating this, whatever it is that we sort of desire, you know. And then once we start to create, because it's so much, it's hard for me to decide. It's almost sort of hard for me to decide, um, what it is that I want to create. And when, you know what I mean? Like, and I guess because I don't want to I don't want to create and then say, oh, I created this and now I want to create something else. I want there to a point where it's, I created this and I'm happy with this and this is it. Like, that's it. I question myself, am I going to always be in this space of create? I mean, consciously. I know we're unconsciously creating, but consciously in this, like, you know, like, you know, I'm ready to create a new game. I'm ready to hit, like, because we have this level of freedom, so much freedom to do and be and have and show up any way we want to show up. Like, sometimes I want to show up this way. Sometimes I want to show up this way. So, like, really, who am I? I'm really just a creator. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Well, bitch, create. You know what I mean? Like, and now it's like, but
yeah,
it's a lot. It's a lot because my soul is such like a child. I want to see this, and I want to do 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 this. And that's it. You know, I don't know. I don't know. We'll stop there.
Whew.
And we'll resume from there on next Friday.
Yeah, and I want, as we're closing, I just want to say this one sentence from there, what's going to allow us to continue next week, and it's, you're being God. What if you're being God? God always creates, and you're just flowing. Yeah, we are. We will continue that conversation next week. Because that's going to take about 30-some minutes. Yeah.
I love y'all. Peace, love, and light. And